Good evening, everyone. Hi, how are you doing tonight? Awesome. Awesome. I just wanted to first of all say a big thank you to to you all for coming around this evening. But also to say a big thank you to Jodeep, my big brother. Just want to thank you for this opportunity. I want to thank Make Music and Pop-Up Worship. So I'm going to do a piece, a very short piece. It's called Gospel Music. And it's exactly what you think it's not. Whatever that means. Are you ready? So sit back and let me take you on the journey. On the dusty road to Golgotha, the musical stage was being set up. Lights, Friday 9th hour of Jerusalem's sun. Cameras, the beating eyes of expectant mass murderers and sympathizers. Action, it had begun. Wailings and weepings, sorrows and screams impregnating the air like a sustained four-note chord. Do you hear it? Do you remember the overture that ushered in this musical piece when Roman whips flayed his bleeding back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 39. The time signature was formed and the tempo of the beat was set. The soundtrack of flesh, bones, and cries as skin gave in to the cruel spikes and rugged stones from Roman whips. Every thought of his gasping for breath, and every breath feeling like the last note. Do you hear the screeching sound of the base of a wooden tree dragged along harsh ground? Spittings and scorns became the metronome for his footsteps. And as he carried this cross, the splinters pierced his shoulders, the thorns intruded his temples. I'm sure he remembered the temples where he overturned tables and whipped the livestock. Now they would overthrow his temple on the cross and whip him to scorn. Hammers and nails took the place of drumsticks, playing beats and rhythms as nail-kissed wood. The orchestra is beaming louder. Bows and sticks stroked his hamstrings like a violin. He was stretched across like an accordion, slammed on wood like cymbals as blood and water danced to the tune punctured by spear. I'll spare you the details. The people continued the chorus of "Crucify him," where once the lyrics were "Hosanna in the highest." And soon they were accompanied by a symphony of thunderclaps from a pregnant sky. The cadence of strong wind harmonizing with the pitch of the sky. He gave his last breath. It is finished. It is finished. The final lyrics to this masterpiece. And with a grand close and the ground tore open, vibrations giving their final baseline to the earth as the earth began its drum roll and quaked the foundations of Jerusalem. Treble clefs from the cliffs of Calvary caused walls to tremble, caused trouble in the temples. As veil met access, as division greeted inclusion, as separation welcomed reconciliation, as heaven kissed earth, as God met man and man saw God. God who conducted this musical piece with his baton of grace and prophecy that weaved lineages and events into the tapestry of salvation. where his wrath will be swallowed in his Son completely, where we now stand, there was silence. Life met death. Temple met grave. And after 3 bars of musical rest, a resounding rumble ensued. A sunlight found its way into the grave. A stone rolled away, and at sunrise the sun rose. His death brought life for all. This is gospel. Gospel. God's own Son provides everlasting life. Do you hear the sound? Have you heard the first ever gospel music? Well, this is it. Thank you all. I love you so much. Thank you.